Hi there! New week, new yarn dyeing project. This week I will be dyeing on cotton yarn. I've got 4 50-gram skeins or hanks of cotton that we will be dyeing on. And my inspiration this week is coral reefs. I do have some colors in mind, but I don't know just yet what technique I will be using. So first off, let's start by soaking the yarn and we'll see what we can make. Soaking time. I have added zip ties to all the skeins, all 4 of them, like so, which makes it easier to find them and handle them while they are soaking, and also later when we are going to rinse them. Now, since this is cotton, we'll be using soda ash. This is the Swedish equivalent, to make sure the color or the dye sticks to the yarn. And we need 60 milliliters per liter of water of this. And I've got a measuring spoon here that is pretty much 60 milliliter. So I'm going to be using, I've poured up 3 liters of water. I think that will be enough for these skeins. I've chosen lukewarm water and not just cold, which I usually use. I've chosen lukewarm water because it helps the soda ash to dissolve a little bit easier. And so 60 milliliter per liter of water. I got 3 liters, and I'm going to need 3 spoons of this. So I'm adding that to the tub. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Oh, sorry. Kicking the camera. And I'm adding in the water. It's 1 liter. And 2 and 3 liters. I'm just gonna grab a spoon and stir it a little bit. You don't have to wait for the soda ash to dissolve completely because it will dissolve as it sits as well. There we go. And now all we have to do is add in the yarn that needs soaking into the tub. So I'm adding it in and I'm pushing it down. My hands are sensitive, so that's why I'm using gloves when I work with soda ash. Citric acid they can handle, but not the soda ash. So, gloves it is. And I'm just pushing down the yarn to make sure everything gets properly soaked. We do not want any part of the yarn to be dry, because then it is not going to get any dye in those areas. Okay, that's it. I'm going to let it sit in this soaking tub for at least half an hour, but probably more like an hour, maybe 2 even. And then after that we'll be ready to dye. We're getting ready to dye. The yarn has soaked for quite a few hours now. Got the soaked yarn, got my pan that I will be dyeing in over there. I got 2 measuring cups with 2 liters of cold water in each. Got an old yogurt tub with water and a spoon in that I can use to just poke the yarn. The protection for my airways, very important. Got some gloves, a couple of teaspoons that are only for dyeing, they're not used in the kitchen otherwise. And we are going to be using a Dharma dyes in the color Chartreuse. And we are using Dharma's Brilliant Blue. We have got Colourcraft, some Magenta. We have got Vivid Lemon, also Colourcraft. And Colourcraft's Emerald Green. Now I do have some inspirational photos that I am kind of working from, or that I'm using for inspiration. I will insert those here. And as you can see, this very vibrant colors that I'm going for. And yeah, I'm just gonna transfer the soaked yarn into the dyeing pan, and we're just gonna play. There we are. Let's see what we can make. First of all, mask on before we start handling the powders. And then we can start having some fun. I'm going to add some water. First of all, I'm going to make sure the yarn stays wet, that it doesn't dry during this process. Since we're dyeing cotton, we are not heat setting this. Let's see, how much do we need? Well, let's do the full 2 liters. Actually, I think that's quite good. I'm just gonna pinch the yarn a little. I get these little peaks of yarn that is above the surface. Something like that. I'm going to put on a dry glove here because I will be sprinkling dye with my hands as well. But let's start with the Chartreuse. No, you know what? Let's start with the Brilliant Blue. Oh, looks almost purple in the can here. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with a little bit. A little sprinkle. Oh, that is a Brilliant Blue. For sure. Okay. Look at that color. Can you see it on camera? Yeah, I think you can. Okay, the Chartreuse, which looks like a mustard yellow. I really like Chartreuse. It's one of my favorite colors. And we're adding a little bit more. And I'm not using specific measurements. I'm just winging it. Something like that. Okay, looking good. Ooh, we got some breaking here. Do you see that? It's a tiny red spot. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Okay, let's go in with some magenta. Now I'm just going to pour a little bit in. Oh, that's not a little bit, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to sprinkle it. Here, there, oh, excuse me. Here, there, and everywhere. Okay. I'm going to be very fancy and actually change my gloves between each color. Got some color on my hands. There we go. So that I don't contaminate the colors in my hand, my gloves. Don't usually do this, it's very extravagant. but just this once. Let's be fancy about it. I think we're off to a very good start here. Very vibrant, beautiful colors. Okay. Let's go in with some vivid lemon. It's really bright. Oops. First there's nothing and then it just pours. What's that saying? When it rains, it pours. Something like that. I am making an absolute mess here. There is dye everywhere, but it's fine. We're playing, we're allowed to make a mess. Now we only got one more color to do. And it's the emerald green. All right, last one. This one looks brown, more or less. Oops. Let's see, what do we have here? This is a very vibrant coral reef. For sure. Okay. That's it. I'm just gonna let this sit. It's actually quite late, so I'm gonna let it sit overnight. And we'll be ready to rinse it tomorrow. Exciting. We got a lot of cool speckles happening right now. Let's see if they will stay until tomorrow. Time to rinse our coral reef inspired yarn. Now, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but there is quite a lot of dye left in the water. And also on this zip tie at least, there is, I think this one too, but there's a lot of yellow dye powder that has not been dissolved. So I do expect there to be quite a lot of color in the water when I am rinsing this. So I'm going to make sure to have some gloves on. And I'm just going to start picking them out of here. Gently squeezing out excess water. And as you can see, it is lighter on the back, which is absolutely fine. Can you see the water in the dye tub? It's very, very dark. It's a lot of green in there, I think. And I'm not wringing the yarn, I'm just squeezing out the excess, and I'm doing it mostly to not make a mess when transferring into the to the rinsing tub. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for a minute, and I'm going to go grab something to put the skeins in while rinsing them. So I'll be right back. All right, let's see what we got here. I may have to rinse this several times. I usually only do it once, and I've added a bit of soak into the rinsing water. You don't need to use that. You can use dish soap or shampoo or whatever you got. I like this one. And when you use that, you usually don't have to rinse it an extra time. You can use only that once. But I prefer to do it twice, which I will definitely do today, since there is so much extra dye in the water. So we are going to start with our first rinse, and we'll see where we're at. There are a lot of bright colors here, which is what I was hoping for. Got a lot of pretty colors. I'm very excited to see what this looks like when they have dried as well. Let's see if we can find a zip tie. There we go. Can you see the water in the rinsing tub? It's very dark green. So I'm definitely going to be rinsing this at least once more. Maybe even more than that. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and we're going to hang the skeins to dry. Are you ready for the finished object? Here it is. Quite happy with this one. Don't think I've been... Oh, there's a bit of shadowing there. There we go. Don't think I've been quite as successful dyeing multiple colors on cotton before, because we got a lot of colors in here. Also quite pleased with how I managed to catch the colors that I wanted. We got... Let's just pick one here. We got the blues, and we got the pinks, and some greenish, yellow. That's all the colors. All the colors. So, I am very happy with this result, for sure. May have to crochet something out of this. We shall see. I love cotton for crocheting. Yeah, maybe a summer top of some kind. So, yeah, that's it this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try to dye some yourself. And, well, you know the drill. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you on board. And I'll see you next time. Bye!
You got me feeling good, right by your side. Lost in every move, writing down your smile. Baby, hold me tight, let me trace your